All right, so we'll do my top 10 quarterbacks of all time. Steve Young, where would I put him? Man, I grew up watching this guy. He was an MVP for multiple times. He's only won one Super Bowl. He won three as a backup. I mean, won two as a backup. But he was mostly Montana's backup throughout his career. So I would say he would have to be number nine. Tom Brady, as great as he was, and as great as his era was, bro, this guy was the standard. The guy won championship. The guy's done it all. But this would be controversial if I said he wasn't number one. So I'm going to go number two. Number one is going to drive you guys nuts. But you're going to say it's because I'm homerish or biased, bro. But the work that Montana put throughout the era speaks for itself. He has to be number one because who looked up to Joe Montana? Tom Brady. Tom Brady looked up to that guy. And he played in a tough era. Unlike Tom Brady, the rules benefited him, so it's got to be Montana at number one. Patrick Mahomes, currently the best of his era, I would have to put him at number four because he's got a long ways to go, but he's getting up there. This may sound crazy, but Brett Favre would be number five because, dude, his numbers were pretty crazy. Yeah, he had a lot of mistakes, but the guy was exciting to watch. The guy was tough. The guy was a tough SOB. There was no doubt in my mind. But now you look at the list. John Elway at number six. He done it all, bro. John Elway was pretty exciting to watch, and he finished with two Super Bowls throughout his career. Number three, Dan Marino. If he had a Super Bowl ring, this man would be number one. He would be number one, no question. But even with no rings, he's definitely in the top three. His numbers speak for itself. In his time, bro, he set records that are now pretty much numbers that you see in today's NFL. He was the first quarterback to go over 5,000 yards passing and at least close to 50 touchdown passes. This guy was the standard before the Mahomes and all the other quarterbacks, bro. He was the standard, so he's number three. Drew Brees will be number seven because this man does not get enough respect, bro. This guy puts on good numbers on a good or bad Saints team. This guy was their franchise, so number seven. Aaron Rodgers. This man was successful in Green Bay, but if you look at his playoff success outside of the Super Bowl, he was quite a failure in the playoffs at times. So, number 10. Peyton Manning. This is going to get you guys upset, but he would be number 8. No offense to Peyton Manning. I mean, two Super Bowls on two separate teams, but he was great in the regular season. But when it came to playoff success, he was mostly more of a failure in the playoffs. But he did win two Super Bowls. I'll give him that credit. He did lose two Super Bowls, but at the end of the day, bro, this is my rankings of my top 10 all time great quarterbacks. Joe Montana is the standard of greatness. People still watch him to this day. Tom Brady set the standard to another level with a soft era. Dan Marino, if you looked at the amount of success he had, if he had one Super Bowl, he would be number one. But even without a ring, he's a top three quarterback. His numbers speak for itself. If you are a younger generation and didn't know much about Dan Marino, bro, watch his film. Watch a lot of the stuff he did over the years, bro. He would be like your Patrick Mahomes or your Josh Allen's, bro. This guy was good to watch. Patrick Mahomes is exactly what you look at Dan Marino, just a different era. Mahomes is the standard, and he still has a long ways to go. He might even move up a couple down the stretch, but Brett Favre is controversial because nobody likes his type of political stuff, but when it came to the football field, this guy played tough. This guy was exciting to watch. And then you look at John Elway, remarkable career, won a Super Bowl at the end of his career, but dude, his numbers were insane. He was in the MVP conversation. Drew Brees doesn't get enough respect, and he put up great numbers. Peyton Manning, I just think he's just one of those guys that, you know what? Yeah, he was great in the regular season, but didn't quite put the numbers when it mattered, but he did win two Super Bowls at that point. So Steve Young was always known as Joe Montana's backup, but when he had the opportunity to be the guy, he was an MVP caliber quarterback, but he was a late bloomer. So then you look at Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he was the post Brett Favre era. He gave Green Bay a Super Bowl. But after that, He didn't accomplish too much after that. He won multiple MVPs, but choke, one and done. But that's my 2 cents, man. Tell me who you guys got as your top 10 quarterbacks of all time.